Alright, so IonQ is now currently below levels that it IPO'd at. I'd say that IonQ right now is an extremely fair buy. So if you want to stay up to date with this exciting quantum computing company, this video is for you, as a new update recently came out on May 12th. IonQ launches native gate access, extends open source capabilities for researchers and developers. So IonQ announced support for specifying quantum circuits in a hardware native gate format across its systems. And what this means is that the researchers, academic institutions, and developers that are looking for new ways to test, learn, and discover real-world solutions with quantum computers, they can now more precisely and expressively define their algorithms that run on IonQ's quantum hardware. And remember, just for some context, IonQ is currently providing customers with access to its cloud quantum computing platform, the IonQ Quantum Cloud, which allows users to run quantum programs on IonQ's hardware remotely. And this is important, and it is what I believe really sets IonQ apart from their competition. Customers that want to harness the power of a quantum computer can now do so without having a physical quantum computer on their premises. Customers have the flexibility to define quantum algorithms in whatever format best suits their needs, and the platform's proprietary compilation, optimization, and post-processing stack is designed to ensure extremely consistent and high-quality results. However, let's say for instance you're an advanced researcher and need even more fine-grained control over each individual gate run on hardware when exploring novel algorithms, solutions, and fundamental techniques. In order to serve this specific group of innovators more effectively, IonQ is further democratizing access to their hardware by providing users with the ability to submit quantum programs using its hardware native gate format. And basically, what this means is that developers can now specify precisely what is happening at every qubit throughout the entire algorithm, which will in turn improve the overall usefulness through new error mitigation and post-processing techniques. And this feature is actually now available through IonQ's direct API, Google Cloud Marketplace integration, and a bunch of other open source tools like Qiskit, Cirq, Penny and others. And according to Nathan Sharma from Unitary Fund, the nonprofit organization developing Matic, which is the very first open source software for quantum error mitigation, researchers, academics, developers, and other tinkerers like to be as close to the metal as possible when designing quantum experiments that can surpass today's benchmarks. They want to be able to play at every layer of the stack to extract as much performance and novel insight as possible from these systems. IonQ providing a native gate interface across several open source tools further opens access and paves the way for the open source community to allow for further control and to improve performance in quantum computing software. And to further build upon this, Jungsang Kim, the co-founder and CTO at IonQ, stated, "By providing the open source community with greater access to IonQ's quantum hardware through native gates, we are doubling down on our commitment to provide researchers with the tools needed to experiment with quantum computers in a way they best see fit. We believe that quantum's true potential will only be realized by those willing to push the boundaries of what's possible, and IonQ's industry-leading software is designed to provide the ideal platform to build on top of and seek out solutions for the world's most complex problems." So all in all, what exactly does all this news mean? Well, the updates that I shared with you guys today essentially reflect the latest in the series of announcements from IonQ, which is designed to further push the accessibility of quantum systems forward. And I think the three main bullet points to take away from this are: new capabilities reduce barriers to quantum computing experimentation and breakthroughs. Hardware native format creates more control over algorithms, structure, and implementation. And format is being rolled out across a variety of open source tools, enabling new capabilities in Qiskit, Cirq, Penny and more. And remember, IonQ has already accomplished a lot this year. Back in March, IonQ unveiled an industry-standard AQ performance benchmark set to elevate the quality of results output from a quantum computer. Additionally, IonQ announced back in February the development of the N-qubit to fully gate alongside Duke University, introducing a new way to operate on many connected qubits at once by leveraging multi-qubit communication. And more recently, IonQ announced the extension of its commercial partnership with Hyundai Motors to use quantum machine learning to improve the computation process for tasks like road sign image classification and simulation in real-world test environments. So listen, as always, I'm not a stock wizard and I really don't know where the bottom for the stock is, or the stock market in general. But in my humble opinion, for what it's worth, I think the fact that this stock is now well under $10 a share, I believe IonQ is definitely at a fair price to buy right now. And I'm not saying that it can't be dragged down even lower with the rest of the market in the short term, but if you're planning on holding IonQ for the long term, then I really don't think there's much to be concerned with here. In fact, I'm actually planning on buying 100 shares of this stock sometime next week, since this is honestly a deal that isn't going to be around for much longer. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this update and just this stock in general, as I'm always curious to hear your guys' thoughts. But yeah, anyway, I think I'll wrap up the video here. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you next time.